Big Dave here. Uh, those weren't my lines. I wish they were. Those were Gene Ammons from More Moon. You know, he played that with Woody Herman's band. And it's a great solo. And I'm just, picking up a few things from there and hearing what I can hear. But anyway, the point is, I had some trouble with my flute. And, I'm not a flute genius, so I figured out a few things. Number one, my B flat here, my 1-in-1, was not closing. So I had a gig yesterday. I had a little trouble with the B flat, and today when I checked it out more carefully, it just wasn't closing well. The cork has shrunk. Where it meets up right over here. So here's the little key, and this is supposed to push it down. So when I push down the F, that the B flat goes down. So all I did is take a little piece of blue painter's tape and cut it and put it in between there to take up the space, and it was just perfect to make up the distance. So now when I close that down, it goes perfectly. But before, it was staying open a little bit, so I either had to use the thumb B flat, or, well, I would have to use the B flat key, which I really don't like. I find it annoying, The other thing that happened is, my octaves have been bothering me on here, out of tune. And, well, I guess most of you that play flute know there's a cork in the head joint, and this end cap loosens, and you can push the cork in and out a little bit. Well, it was annoying me one day, and I pushed it in maybe a little too far, and you shouldn't really, I guess, even touch it, but I noticed the low notes were flat. So today I looked up on the internet, and I read some articles on it, and I found out that there's a set distance, which is 17.3 millimeters. Well, mine was like in the 16 somewhere, so it wasn't right. But I'll just show you here real quick. And I have my metric ruler. And of course, on the flute, I wonder if I have my, they give you a stick that goes in the end of the flute. I have it, it's here. And it has that line on it. So when you put the stick in, now it's hard to see from where I'm sitting, but that line should be like right in the center of the tone hole, and that's I measured it with the ruler, and that line from the end of the stick comes out to 17 1/3, or 17.3 really. So that's what that is. I never knew that, but I figured it out today. But it says some people adjust that setting to 18 millimeters. Well, anyway, what I did is I took my millimeter ruler and I put it inside the head joint, and I was looking more carefully to get a good reading. Now, I know it's hard to see. There it goes a little bit. You can see it. But anyway, so I put it in there to get a reading, and I know that when I put it on the line, it doesn't play quite in tune. So I moved it out a little more to the 18 millimeters, and now I like my octaves. They play in tune much better. So like I said, I'm not a flute genius. I just double on the flute and do the best I can with it. And but I found that these little adjustments were helpful. And the 18, I checked it with mostly with piano and a little bit with the tuner, but I try to use my ear better because sometimes the tuner can fool you with different things. So anyway, I found that after I made the adjustment, my octaves were much better, and I was happier practicing, so I decided I'd work on some Gene Ammons, So anyhow, so my octaves, see, they're much better. The C is a little bit flat, but I can't really do anything with that. But the D's now are lined up, even before the D was flat. So I'm just going to try to make adjustments, with my lip to get now that I made my adjustment to get the C better in tune. So those were the adjustments I found, and hopefully they're, if you run into a similar problem, that's how I got mine settled up. And so you might want to make a check of see where your cork is, and measure it carefully and see if it's maybe if it got pushed off. Because sometimes I know this cap comes loose, and then we have a habit of pushing it back or doing something with it. And I looked even online to find a video, and I didn't see a video. So I just wanted to share that with you. And what I did too is I liked the way it played at 18 millimeters, so I made a little mark with some tape there. I wrote on it, so I would remember just in case. But anyway, so it's much better. So anyway, back to some G Nabbins. All right, catch you later.